Lots of heavy rain out here, so I had to get down to the low water crossing and check it out, see if it's passable. That's a lot of deep water moving fast.
Chances are you shouldn't even cross that water. I mean, listen, the rhyme is turn around, don't drown. And it's really true, especially for cars, trucks. But a motorcycle like this is essentially designed to go through things like this. It can do that with fewer consequences, less surface area to be pushed, and I'm not trapped inside of it. That's one of the worst dangers of all that water, is when it pushes and gets you against something, or you're trapped underneath something, and you have hundreds of pounds of pressure pushing on you. Doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, you're stuck and probably gone. I swear I'm not setting this up. This sparkly sun's sort of setting over here. So this sparkly, hey, that's where I was. Yeah. This piece of metal caught my eye. I can see it in this Yopon over here. I've been missing this knife for about a week. Look at that. Look at that. So I guess I walked through the Yopon and then it just borrowed it from my pocket. So I will take that back, thank you very much. Wow, just a little wet. Not an expensive knife at all, but I really like it because it was sharp and cheap. It was my nickname in high school. I keep my Tops knife right here, and I love it. This little tactical knife, oh my god. Love the way it feels in my hand. It's called a Cat K255. It was a gift from a very dear friend named John Elliott. Great racer, great veteran, awesome dude. I've driven nails with it. It does a lot of things. I mean, it's not necessarily a throwing knife, but you can get away with it. Wow. Man, I can't believe how that thing is really in there. It's unbelievable. It's okay. Blade up and out. Oh my god. There was a rain here a couple of hours ago and it's just divine. The ground underneath my body is cool. I have to admit something to you guys. Growing up, two different places, Spring, Texas, FM 1960 area, and Kingsport, Tennessee. My cousins in Kingsport had an amazing front yard. It was huge. And on clear days, we would go out with our bow and arrows lying down like this. We would draw our bow and arrows. These weren't compound bows, but they were stout. And with metal tip arrows, we would release and watch the arrows shoot up almost out of sight, turn around. The goal was to try to get the arrow to come back exactly at its source of trajectory. And as it came down, we would roll out and away from it. And it would land in the ground. And the person who kind of let the arrow get closer to them sort of won. I'm pretty sure my cousin Rick got his shirt one time. He literally moved out and it clipped the bottom part of his t-shirt. Seriously, we would do this. We thought it was fun. There was some kind of game we used to play when we'd throw a knife toward the other person's foot. Oh, and there was also this game where we would take the knife and we would splay our hands out on a table, usually something wooden, and we would make it dance. We would make the tip dance in between our own hands, and to see how fast we could do it before we make a mistake and stab our finger. You know, I thought about having children many years now. I spoke with a doctor, and apparently there is a 99.999% chance that if I have a child, they will be just like me. Shooting arrow. We rode down a freaking mountain. It's Amy Avenue. It's in Kingsport, Tennessee. Google it. Check the elevation from top to bottom. We rode on our backs with our heads up like this. There's no helmet. There's just nothing. No gloves. Riding on our backs on a Nash skateboard, which was cutting edge at the time. And we would ride on our backs down this mountain road. And when it turns sharply to the left, there's no way you can make the turn. We would hit the neighbor's grassy yard, and the skateboard would stop, and we would continue to slide on our backs and our asses, and boy, was that fun. Man. You know, there's a lot of people my age that say, the kids today, they're just gaming, and that's a waste of life. We used to get out and play. Yeah, a lot of us died. At least in these warfare games, when you get shot, you don't actually die. Look at people my age. They look like they've been through a war. And they have. It was called a childhood. And regardless of your generation, whether you're gaming or whether you're going down a mountainside on a skateboard on your back, just enjoy it. It's your life. Uh-oh. Oh. See? First, I lose and recover a knife, and then I almost lose a firefighting coin. A lot of firefighters carry coins. It's common in the military as well. Never stop living. If I told you that I'm 54 years old and that I'm a cadet volunteer firefighter in an area that provides me with a lot of on-the-job training and action, I never would have believed it. But little things like this makes me feel worthwhile. It makes me feel like I'm making a difference. It makes me feel like I'm alive. I'm living! So get out there and live, but wear a helmet and gloves and eye protection and floss and see a doctor regularly. Take vitamin C. Vitamin C is really good for you. And moisturize. As soon as you get out of the shower, just moisturize. Remember, your neck is your face, okay? Okay, let's get going.
So what kind of ridiculous or dangerous things did you do growing up? Leave me some comments, let me know. And until then, I hope you live to ride another day.